as you awaken to a land of beautiful, almost like a sunset sky, where the sun is not visible in the sky, but it still seems bright enough and beautiful enough with this orangey red glow throughout. And you can hear music off in the distance, and people who seem to be much more jovial and cheery than in the land that you had just previously come from. And as the group of you kind of slowly awakens, you realize that all of you had jumped through the portal, but it seems as though not all of you are there at the current moment.
I forget. Who was the one that grabbed me at the end?
I think it was Forge.
Okay.
Wasn't me.
I don't
It might have been Jade. It might have been.
Yeah, actually, it might have actually been Jade.
It might have been Yen.
Oh, it might have been Yen. All right.
Yeah, but with the group of you ending up here, all of you see forward the path with lights strewn about overhead from tree to tree, leading to a beautiful, brightly lit carnival. And just across a bridge with a river surrounding said carnival, you see a ticket booth and people waiting in line to talk to the current attendant.
So we came. Let me get this straight. We came from like this way, effectively.
You kind of essentially were walking before you even realized that you were on your feet, and then you were just standing in the middle of this road, emerging from the fog in a very similar fashion that you feel is quite familiar.
Hmm. Well, that one there was like a physical fog behind us, so there's no like portal here anymore.
There is no portal as you like turn around, but there is like a hazy fog that surrounds this area, just like as you saw with at the edge of Androsia.
Damn it.
I do not like this.
Where are we?
Seems
We are in the Witchlight Carnival. Well, or the Dark Carnival. Depends on who you ask. Welcome.
How do I
we
get
all
back?
have tickets, correct? We had 4 tickets, right? 4 out of the 5.
Yeah. The group of you does seem to have one ticket each, with it's like each one of you at least having one ticket on your person at the time. So each of you has one ticket at the current moment. The 4th ticket is either in Yen's or Brian's possession.
Where did the little one go?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll just play Brian. I'll just be like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know where I went.
Revik, this is your neck of the woods, correct?
Indeed.
I'll leave it to you then.
Okay. First, before anything happens, and before you do or touch anything, we have. I'm going to lay out a few ground rules. Okay? Yeah.
Fine.
Sure.
This is a section of the world that will contain lots and lots of fae. Okay? Do either of you know anything about interacting with fae?
Yes, don't give them your name. Don't make a deal
More important
with them
than that.
unless you have to.
Don't use any language that could sound like or reasonably be assumed to be you agreeing to something. And this is very simple. If it's like, hey, do you want to play this game that I have set up? This is the game. you can say yes. Most people here won't try to do anything bad. Also, most people here are visitors, guests. They'll be okay. Guests are fine. Keep a hold of your shit. Don't get anything stolen. It's bad. Very bad here. Also, don't do anything mean, because it hurts the mood of the carnival. We want the carnival to be happy, or bad things happen.
What happens if the mood goes bad?
You don't want to find out.
I'm concerned.
You can make the carnival happy by participating. So do things. Have fun. You know? You should have your ticket. If you look at your ticket, it has punches in the bottom. You can do that many things. You can participate in that many things.
So, yes, you do see at the bottom of your ticket, Forge, the ticket itself has essentially I have to look at this. I have to look at this little ticket again. I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it has 8 little stars on it that you can punch out on the ticket when you're attempting to participate in certain events or rides or attractions. There's nothing stopping people from getting multiple tickets, although that is something that you might want to take up at the ticket booth. You have to at least have one ticket in order to enter the carnival.
Please do remember, don't lose anything or get it stolen. Okay? Please. Bad
Oops,
things
I'm
happen.
I'm too big, Zach.
Maharaga!
I wanted to switch to the art.
It's fucking Maharaga.
So essentially, don't say your names. Don't form contracts, so to speak.
You can
And be
say your
nice.
name, but if someone says something along the lines of, may I have your name? Will you give me your name? Stuff like that. Don't say no. But if they say like, oh, what's your name? That isn't a request for your name. That is wanting to learn what it is. They can't take it if you do that. But if they say like, may I have your name? Or can you give me your name? Or something similar.
Can they quickly switch it, say, what is your name? And then, can I have your name? Quickly as you're midway speaking. Would that work for them too?
Not like while you're talking, but also if you're concerned, you can just be like, you can't have my name, but you can call me Forge.
So with the
Most people here like aren't even Fae. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Just don't do anything stupid.
You'll be au fait.
You'll be a Fae.
Would you like to enter into the carnival?
Sure.
Let's go.
I'm missing my small drunkard, and Zach's missing his creature.
So as you approach, the booth where visitors seem to be buying their tickets at the main entrance, you see as you cross the bridge a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of this ticket booth, surrounded by fluttering efflorescent butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it like a live movement. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you through a spyglass. As he sees Forge come up first. Greetings, fair goers. Do you have a ticket for entry?
Yes.
May I see it then?
I lift up the ticket.
So, as he takes the ticket from you, You notice that the moment that it touches his hand, before you actually let go, you see writing start to etch itself across the bottom of the ticket very quickly. And as he looks at it, he looks at the ticket and then he looks back at you. And then he looks behind you, Forge, and he sees the other two. And he goes, The three of you, are you all together?
Indeed.
Yes.
May I see your tickets as well, you two?
Produce his ticket.
Adam will hand him his.
So he takes a look at the tickets for a moment. And Revik, I would like you to make a check with advantage. It's going to be just a either raw intelligence or raw wisdom check.
Check, not save.
We'll do check because it's an ability. It's a check.
There this.
Nothing bad is going to happen to you, I promise. I mean, mostly, but
He says moments before we explode.
So you don't remember too many details about exactly what it entails, but you know that at the ticket booth, there's technically no limit on the amount of tickets that a person can hold on the Witchlight night. And it is actually possible to barter for tickets at the ticket booth. Whereas they used to accept money for additional tickets, the price has seemed to raise in a different extent to certain pacts that people must take in order to gain an additional ticket for use throughout the night.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, you can't recall from the top of your head any of the nature of these pacts. You know that they alter behavior in certain ways, maybe not necessarily negative or positive at times, or maybe even worse so at other times. But you couldn't be exactly sure what the consequences could be. With this, the wrinkled old goblin comes back up. And he motions for Forge to get a bit closer. He uses two of his fingers to, like, try and get Forge to lean in a little bit further.
Forge will lean down.
I'm supposed to be holding on to this for the likes of you. Well, a larger group, per se, but it seems like most of you at least fit the bill, so here. And he slides across the table what seems to be, like, very similar to a ticket, but whereas the ticket seems to be, like, coated in, like, a thin layer of liquid metal as to, like, kind of harden it and make it wobbly, this seems to be like a solid ticket, almost double the size, that is made out of solid metal.
Like an ingot?
Very thin.
Essentially
Almost...
sheet metal.
Yeah. So he slides it across the table to you face down, Forge. And he gives you back all three of your tickets. Looks like someone important is watching out for you. You're not going to be able to use that for a couple hours at least until the big top is open, but you'll be able to enjoy the carnival till then.
What is it?
Can I glance at it? I think I know what it is, but
Do you want to take a look at it, Forge?
Forge will pick it up and look at it.
So, what you flash to the group is essentially
Silver,
a
silver.
silver. It's very similar in nature to the Witchlight Carnival ticket, but it holds in the bottom corner like a almost like jester's mask, with half of the face being joy and half of the face being sadness, and like a bell hat on the top of his head. And on the bottom, where it would have those little stamps that you can push through on the ticket, instead it says backstage entry.
Thank you.
Don't know what you did to deserve something like that, but I'll tell you right now, I don't hand out things like that very often.
When was the last time you handed one out? I'm curious.
It must have been quite some time ago, but not something that I can tell you about, friend.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I will then go back to the group, hand everyone their tickets back, and then I'm going to be like, Revik, do you know anything about
creature.
this?
I hang out with Dad.
Revik looking at it. Do I recognize the backstage pass?
You have heard of it. You've never seen one before. And the symbol in the bottom corner, the awkward, almost what some people might consider whimsy image in the bottom corner of the jester's face, kind of seems to unnerve you just a little bit.
The creature is on the desk.
Creature.
I do not directly. I've never seen one, but I've heard of it. I don't like it, though.
You mentioned that someone must be looking out for us.
He did?
That's why he gave it to us.
That doesn't surprise me.
Zach, may I inspect that on detail to see what it's made of? I have a very particular idea if it's not silver.
So what kind of check do you intend to make? What do you think?
Well, I could there's the Dominic's a metallurgist IRL, or there is a but I'm trying to think what Adam would think. I'd say investigation. I'd imagine Forge is gonna let me like hold it, right?
Forge is going to hand it to you.
Okay. I'd like to roll investigation to see if I can I will just put my guess on the table to see if it's made of cold iron. Like, is it really heavy? Is it how does it like bend, if at all? Because you can get.
So, could you go ahead and make me an intelligence or a investigation check, just normal?
Sure. Let me make sure that I'm not on advantage. A 19.
19. All right.
Unless someone
So
offends.
you are aware very specifically that it seems to be something native to the Feywilds, a metal that is not native to the material plane. But could you go ahead and make me a history check with advantage?
Sure. $22. You know, even since upgrading my PC, since the last time we had all been together, Roll20 is still slow as shit. Thank you, Roll20.
We love Roll20 here.
We love Roll20. This is why I'm a particular enjoyer of map tools, but I will not complain since Zach is the one running the session.
All right. So, out of 22, something strikes you as particularly odd because you're not well versed in fey metals as much as you would have hoped in this situation. But even despite that, you do still get a solid grasp over what you're holding in your hand right now, which seems to be a literal fey gold that is found within the rock deep within the earth, the Feywild itself. And it tends to be used by elves. The part that strikes you as odd is the lettering on the pass itself. Because as you hold it in your hands and you trace your fingers along the black, almost rocky lettering, it feels different to the rest of the metal. And you can clearly identify that the majority of the metal itself is fey gold, but it seems to be mixed up of another metal used for the lettering that is neither fey nor from the material plane.
Well, now I have a theory.
I mean, if you have one, now's the chance to say it.
Revik cannot share that.
I have a theory. I can't talk about it.
Not allowed.
Is this a hit Astaria reference? Is this like Infernal Iron or something?
Why don't you continue on? You guys are
I
welcome.
don't know.
to
Call
keep
Devin. Let's find out.
Devin.
So,
Devin.
the goblin at the booth looks at the group of you as you kind of like moved off to the side and is like, well, if you think those tickets are going to hold you over for the night, you'll go enjoy yourselves. But if you're looking for another ticket before your time runs out, feel free to come back if you wish to make another deal of sorts.
A wonderful night, Nicholas.
Zach, would I know the time difference between the Fae and the normal world where we were from?
The time difference is about 10 to 1, so a day in the material is 10 days in the Fae.
Oh my fucking god, no! The dog is still there! We're gonna get out and the dog is still we're gonna get out, the dog is still gonna be there.
What? No.
We'll be fully healed if that's the case.
Well, it's 10 to 1, so like, you know, by that it would barely be like 2 hours, and I imagine it's gonna stick around there for 2 hours looking for us.
We are just about to reach the 15-minute mark.
Okay.
I'm running the timer on your 8-hour extravaganza.
Oh.
Yeah, we have 8 like full hours for this.
Okay, well, what do we do?
Revik, one second.
Revik, go!
Oh no, and then immediately he leaves.
Revik, go! Revik, do Revik things.
I'm gonna pause the timer until Hannah gets back because I'm not that fucking cruel.
All right, Revik, what do we do?
Participate.
Doing what?
Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Go
Get laughs in.
go to different booths.
Well, you get a general map of the Witchlight Carnival, which means that you know the location of pretty much everything that seems to be marked on the map itself. So it is simply up to you whether you find interest. Lost things.
Lost things to be found. That's me. I'm always finding lost things. Hold on. I'm gonna min-max this. Oh god, we have 48 minutes. We have 48 real world
48 minutes.
We have 48 real world minutes.
What?
Till the 8 hours are up.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm not running in at
We're
48
in
minutes.
the
I'm running
Feywild.
minute to
What do
minute.
you
No,
mean?
I thought you were running a
running
minute to minute thing. I'm like,
No,
oh my
I'm
god,
not
we
running
have
a minute to
48
10
minutes.
minutes.
What the
We wouldn't
fuck?
have a.
Because you
No,
said I'm
it's-
gonna
this is
stop the
normal.
timer when Hannah was going to the restroom. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh
no.
my god. Oh my god,
I'm
we have
not- no, I'm doing it
48
8 hours
real
of
minutes.
time.
We gotta go.
This is a 2 or 3 session thing. This is not a hour session.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, I see you wandering over, Adam. So, Adam, as you wander a little bit further north, you find a carriage that seems to be under heavy lock and key. Outside the lush property wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings that seem to tower over its head. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. And the creature is currently roughhousing with 2 young boys.
Oh, for half a second I thought you were gonna say that's a Russian blue cat. Like just a really big Russian blue.
You immediately
over here.
Over where Adam currently is.
Ah.
So you immediately recognize Adam, the gray-whiskered displacer beast that the children seem to be kindly referring to as Durla. And it currently has one of the children like hanging from its tentacle as it's like holding on, kind of swinging them around back and forth.
The kids aren't like freaking out, right? They look like they're having fun.
They seem to be enjoying themselves quite well. It just seems to you that the Displacer Beast is currently playing with the children in a way that blocks your path into entering the Lost Property section.
You know what I still have on me, Zach?
Yes. What?
I still have a slab of meat. I'm gonna take it out of my coat and throw it to the side.
Which direction?
Preferably.
Throw it at me.
You want me to throw it at you?
Throw it at me.
Okay, I guess terrific.
Hold on, I need to whip out this image because this image goes hard. I can't not have. I look through it and it's like, oh, they don't have a fucking. Hold on, let me pause the timer. This is worth pausing. I need this cat.
You need this cat?
Actually, you know, I'm not putting it on the map because it's going to take up more space.
Well, actually, sorry, I'm gonna wave it in front of the thing so it sees that I have it and then throw it at Rivik, not just toss it.
So that is what you currently see. That child is about like 3.5, 4 feet tall.
Where'd you post this?
In the chat in
gotcha.
Tavern.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute.
Well, he seems to be quite playful. And could you go ahead and roll animal handling with advantage?
Sure. I still have the advantage up. Cool. An 11.
Which direction were you tossing it off again?
At Revik. I've been told by Jamie throw it at Revik.
Just at Revik. So, as it starts to move, it curls its tentacles up kind of behind its back, and the two boys that are currently like hanging around seem to be like in a safer position as it starts to hobble over, not running too fast, and kind of jumps right in front of you, Revik, as it picks up the meat in its mouth and quickly like gorges and tilts its head back as it swallows. And then it looks directly down at you. And you very clearly hear it say, and this will be all three of you, very clearly hear it say, "Oh, Revik, it's been such a long time since I've seen you."
It's been quite a while, Dirthagron, hasn't it?
I've reunited old friends.
You don't look like you've gotten much bigger.
I have not.
You were at one point. You were freakishly large.
How have your days been here at the Commonwealth?
It is the same as it's always been, keeping an eye on lost children and lost property. Is there something all of you are searching for?
We're attending whenever.
She starts to move the tentacles off of her back as she pushes slowly the children like down back onto the ground. She kind of tries to move them over back towards the lost property as to keep an eye on them. And then twists back to all of you and just goes, "Is there anything that any of you have lost?"
People.
I am in the habit of holding on to lost people, but those people tend to be children. And I don't think I have any children that look like any of you.
No, one of them is a dwarf, but they would be child-sized. And the other one is a full-grown something, but it acts like a child.
Oh, no.
Speaking.
You
speak of the devil, and they shall appear.
Well,
it's her. Okay.
I do seem to have some memory of a gentleman being dropped off here, as he was unconscious, and he was picked up by a somewhat aggressive feline girl, but they headed off before I was able to ask any more questions.
Lovely. That's exactly who we're looking for.
Well, I believe the last I saw of them, they headed over in that direction. But they had asked about some lost items while they were here as well. That's why I assumed that it's possible you might be looking for something similar.
I'm gonna look for all my things. Do I have all my things, Zach?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Just normal?
Yeah, just normal.
That's a 20?
So, oh, geez, that's a solid 20. All right, so
That was a
as you
dirty,
stand near
filthy
the
net.
lost property carriage, you notice that it doesn't seem like anything that you have has gone missing at the current moment, but you feel like a familiar longing. You feel like something connected to you has been very close by.
I mean, I guess I'll go into the lost property thing, check.
With the same perception check, you do take a look around. You notice any number of knickknacks. Revik, you yourself have been to the lost property carriage before. You never found anything that you seem to have lost when first entering either.
Hold on, I can't hear anything. I have to.
Oh, jeez.
Well, if it isn't the crime lord herself, who has finally shown up to play D&D.
All right, what did you ask me?
So, you yourself have been to the lost property carriage more than a few times, and you've never found anything that you've lost here. You're not sure if anyone's ever actually found any lost items in this space. And Durlagron seems to go on as looking over your shoulder, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
It is a common occurrence for items that we hold on to here to go missing, but we never really are able to find the culprits. It is quite common for people to walk through the fog and be one item lesser after the fact. And yet, when those items would usually end up here, as they tend to do in the past, many of them have gone missing before their proper owners have arrived, although we've done our best to keep our eyes on them. Things tend to go missing quite often at this carnival. Anyways, if that is all you are looking for, I don't believe there's anything else we can do to help. Correct?
I do have one question.
Sure. What is that, Revik?
Do you know where Northwind is?
Northwind. I believe she hasn't. I believe he hasn't moved to any different spot at the current moment. You would find him with the dragonfly rides. She motions one of her tentacles over in that direction, across the bridge. Thank you. She moves one paw a little bit forward, bends her front half down a little bit in almost a bow, and then goes back to taking care of the children as the group of you wander past.
All right.
So would you like to continue on?
Yeah.
I'm going to the Dragonfly Rides.
Well, I don't know where my thing is because Zach hates me. So I guess Dragonfly Rides.
Let's do it.
So, as you head over to this larger pond area, you see huge lily pads resting on the surface of a glistening phosphorescent pool filled with algae. giant dragonflies using the lily pads as landing platforms buzz loudly overhead with wings brilliant like stained glass windows, and alighting briefly to drop off and pick up excited passengers. Near the entrance, you see a small tree ant sapling. Small by the nature of how large trees actually are, as he does still tower overhead, being at about 8.5 feet tall. And his name is Northwind. With him, you see a red squirrel that is currently clinging to the leafy canopy, and the squirrel seems to be watching you as the group of you enter into the area, whereas the tree ant seems to be watching the dragonflies passing overhead.
Do we all notice the squirrel doing this?
Squirrel's not making any real attempt to hide as you enter into the area. And you notice him and you lock eyes.
This is a squirrel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a squirrel.
I want to be clear. The squirrel is staring at me. We walk through wherever it is. Preferably I am like on the side of like the whatever walkway we're on. And I'm just gonna keep staring at the squirrel.
So, as you enter in, would you like to go talk to the tree ant, or would you like to go jump on one of the dragonflies?
Has the squirrel broken eye contact yet?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Then I will keep staring at the squirrel.
What about you, Revik and Forge? What are the two of you?
Can I wave real quick?
Can you what?
I'm just looking up at it like...
Wave at the squirrel.
So, the squirrel...
It's not on the floor, Jade.
Twists around.
It's up in the...
In like a very... Yeah, as he's like on top of the tree, and the tree ant still doesn't seem to notice the group of you as you like approach. Now you're like maybe 10 feet away, and you see the squirrel look at you directly in the eye, Revik, and he like... There seems to be some kind of understanding because he recognizes you. And there's something in the squirrel's eyes, it's trying to convey some kind of message to you. And then it's looking for some kind of affirmation.
But I don't know what this message is.
Do you want to make an insight check?
I can fucking try.
Go ahead.
Does he have autism?
Where's my insight? Revik?
No, me. He's like looking at you. It's like, does this one have autism?
Does he have autism?
Fucking Revik might. I mean, that's a 5. Yeah. Revik might.
No, I was talking about me.
Oh, okay.
He can't stop staring at me.
The only...
What the fuck?
The only feeling that you get from this situation is that he seems to be asking for permission to do something. You're not really sure whether or not that's good or bad.
Revik like tips his head and tries to like motion to be like, go on, like elaborate.
And okay, hold on. Now I gotta.
Is that rolling insight for the squirrel?
Okay, so on the squirrel's 7 total. We have the affirmation that he was looking for as he takes your hat tip as agreement, and you see him very quickly twist into the tree with his butt to like the group of you in a quick moment, and then he twists around again, looks directly at Adam, and then Adam, what's your armor class?
I was gonna say I take the dodge action, but okay. My AC is... It's a great guy. 19.
19. Jesus fucking Christ!
Did it crit?
Did it crit?
No, it didn't fucking crit.
Did it hit me?
I was just like thinking about his fucking. Hold on. I have to look at this.
Hey, I as soon as you said turn around, I said I take the dodge action. So.
Oh no, I'll definitely give you that one.
Okay.
So, in quick succession. Right, is that with intelligence or without intelligence? Is your armor class?
Technically that's with, because I had the thing up right before we before we came in here.
Ah, has it been a minute since we came here?
No, this is arm or. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it would have. Actually, yeah. How does that work? Does a minute pass here change if it's out there, or
no? It's a minute passing for you specifically.
Okay, so then my
is
AC
your
does
your relative minute, so it has passed. One of those definitely misses, and the second one is going to like essentially what the squirrel does is it twists around, and you can see with the chubby cheeks as it like rears its head back, and it fires 2 nuts directly at you in quick succession. And the first one like goes like just barely over your shoulder, and the second one is like very, very easy for you to kind of swipe away. What kind of reaction do you have to this, Adam?
I didn't know it felt threatened by me staring at it. I wouldn't see why it would waste its own food.
And then you see it kind of twist and run down the treant's back as it, as the treant slowly twists over to look at the group of you after the commotion. Oh, I didn't see you come in. Are you here for another dragonfly ride?
Is this your friend that you were looking for, Revik?
Yes, I was looking to talk to Northwind. You should have fun. Go have fun. Oh, and I forgot to mention, nothing here will hurt you. You don't have to be so jumpy.
You act like I should trust that.
Nothing hurt me, and I lived here for years.
Side-eye, walk away.
Forge, are you staying with Revik, or are you going on the dragonfly ride as well?
What is it? Forge looking at the dragonfly ride. What does it look like?
So,
like what? Yeah, how does like the ride itself looks like? Is there people riding it right now?
Yes. At the current moment, you see a number of people that are riding giant dragonflies. You see 2 overhead, some humanoid creatures that. Could you make me a perception check, actually, Forge? We'll say that.
Almost crit.
Almost a crit.
Literally one off.
All right, so this is going to end up being noticed by both of you then, because I'm going to count that last 20 on perception for you as well, Adam. Are you going on a ride actively at the current moment, Adam?
Yeah.
So it will cost 1 ticket punch.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually put the trackers on because we're at the first hour and the medium emotion for the carnival. So as you make your way onto the dragonfly, it starts to slowly pull itself off of the ground up to a height of about 20 feet and starts to circle around the watery area, not going too far over the carnival, but you can see a decent distance in every direction at that moment. And I'd like you to go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Me when I roll a nat 1. Me when I roll a 5.
Okay, so that one's going to count as a failure.
Uh-oh.
If you want to add a point.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So as you kind of attempt to control the dragonfly, it doesn't seem to be as natural to you as you would hope it would be. It seems to be a very rowdy creature, and every time you try to make a movement, the movements are very jittery and quick, and you kind of feel yourself violently shifting back and forth as you try to maintain control over this dragonfly. And as you're currently in the air, at about the middle of the pond, where you have Forge like at the back of the pier, not currently like in the line, Forge, you see a dragonfly that has landed with a dwarven patron on its back at the current moment.
Well, if it isn't the cringe...
Adam, this is a middle-aged dwarf with a bright blue beard.
What? That's not our dwarf.
So you start to notice that this dwarf's dragonfly seems to be acting a little bit odd. And then at the next moment, it starts to freak out and go wild. And this dragonfly starts to fly around with the dwarf screeching as it starts to take wider and wider twists and turns with him on his back and flipping, and seeing him, who's barely strapped into the harness, being pulled around and shaken all overhead. He's just screaming, and at this point, Revik, as you were trying to talk to the tree at the moment, you also hear the screaming going on overhead.
Yeah.
How far away is he from me, about?
So the dwarf is being thrown around?
He's currently being thrown around on the dragonfly's back. Adam, you are currently 20 feet in the air on another dragonfly's back, whereas Forge, you are on the ground. He is any distance that you wish him to be, Forge, because essentially the dragonfly is going back and forth. Directly overhead, the shortest distance is about 20 feet.
I'm going to call out to him. Are you having fun?
You just hear a very quick, as there's just a speeding dragonfly going by, you just hear, "Help me, please."
Okay, Zach, I'm gonna help him.
How would you wish to do so?
Revik just looks at the tree and goes, "They never change, do they?"
Vortex warp him.
They've gotten better, usually.
I vortex warp him off the dragonfly.
Alright. So, because NPCs can't willingly fail saving throws, I still have to roll a saving throw for them. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you, I rolled a natural 1. So, he definitely...
I thought the saving throw was only applied to an unwilling target. For vortex warp.
I think it is only for unwilling target.
Target must succeed. Well, around another creature you can see within range.
So essentially, it's not the unwilling target, but the target can choose to fail.
The target can choose to fail. It does specify that in the text. Therefore, But I still rolled a natural one, so if you want to add flavor to it, you can.
I'm going to essentially vortex warp him out, but because he nat one, I'm gonna say he maintained a little bit of his velocity, and then he's gonna launch into a bush.
Amazing.
So, what is the range is 90 feet?
Yep.
Okay. So.
Then I can choose any point I want within 90 feet. So essentially, if I'm in the middle, the range can be a max of 180.
All right, I'll if this goes the way that I would like it to go, because I'll give you a chance on this one because it'd be very funny. Could you make me another perception check at advantage?
Advantage, you say?
Please throw him into Jade and Diego.
That's a 15.
So, because you were closer to the ground, you and Adam both noticed the damage being done at the same time, with the dragonfly starting to go off the rails. But what you noticed in that moment, Forge, was the rustling in the bushes right next to the dragonfly just before it started to go crazy. And what you saw moving through the bushes at about this area was a flash of a cloak and what looked to be like black feathers.
Oh, never mind. Yeet.
Of something trying to get away.
Yeet. Yeet it! Yeet
I'm going to yeet the dwarf at this said person.
So,
you guys are awful.
With the dragonfly flying around at max speed, taking another round, and then as it goes overhead, the dwarf disappears off of its back, and it starts to calm down with the lack of a rider and starts to flee off into the other area. Whereas the rider, peering at about this area, barrel rolling through the bushes, to which point you hear a very loud, like a and then you see a dwarf and Kenku rolling over each other into the middle of the road, and the dwarf is like, the Kenku is laying on its stomach with its hands above its head, whereas the dwarf is like laying on its back on the Kenku's back in the opposite direction.
Where do they land?
At about right here in the middle of the road.
Forge is going to walk up and be like, "Are you both okay? I'm glad I was able to get you out of that pickle. Why were you trying to get out of the way in such a hurry?"
All right, Zach.
The Kenku kind of looks a bit flustered in the current moment and maybe a bit fearful. It looks up at you, Ford, and he just goes.
Perfect.
Forge is going
behind the giant robot and just waves.
Forge is going to squat down, Slavic style, and then just hands on his hand. He's squatting down, hands on his knees, like essentially hands together, looking down and be like, "Will you talk?"
Come here. Creature.
I am quite reasonable if you just talk.
No, creature, no!
Can you make me a persuasion check?
Be right back at Izosha.
PP break.
Let me make a. That's a 2.
PP break. Oh, natural 2.
Son of a bitch. Fucking mother.
So, with a quick change in the sounds of its voice, because you hear this Kenku's voice switch from these like loud squawks at first to like a softer, more whimsical tone, and the voice change seems quite jarring at first. I am simply a Kenku by the name of Kettlestream, and I was keeping an eye on the attractions and animals here is to make sure that everything is running in order. Yes, yes.
Why were you in the bushes then?
It is less problem for carnival goers if they do not see workings. We hide in shadows so that they can enjoy and have fun.
Why were you running when things went chaotic then?
This, like, Forge, you can see this Kenku like physically sweating. You didn't know that Kenku had sweat glands, but you could see it sweating.
You can trust me. I won't hurt you.
He lied.
Of course not. The carnival would look very disfavorably on that.
I am doing business, but
What type of business? I am very interested in your business.
the Kenku looks up at you, Forge, and starts to like shift underneath. By the way, this Kenku is still kind of like buried underneath the dwarf at the current moment. And he starts to shift out from underneath and goes, if I can move first, then maybe I can show you more about what kind of business I take care of.
Forge will look to Revik. What do you
I'm
think?
assuming Dom's streaming.
Yes.
Son of a biscuit eater. Okay.
Yeah, you can't be racist.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't gonna be racist.
No racism, no slurs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, but can I just wait? I'm allowed to say like inappropriate things though.
Not super. It's on Twitch.
Son of a biscuit eater.
I mean, you don't have to censor yourself completely. Like, you can say "son of a bitch" with your full chest.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I want to make sure, but it was gonna be somewhat of like something sexual as a joke, since I don't know where my character is. So
Those don't break. Are you just at like glory hole or something?
Sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I had to make the joke, Jade. You said
I love you so much. Oh, you know what? As long as it's you and not me, it's funnier. Because I feel like whoever's on the Twitch stream, guys go, oh my god, a girl wants a glory hole? Oh my god. Jesus, fuck off.
You're there out of your own volition.
Can Revik help the dwarf up to his feet?
Oh, how kind.
He's actually passed out at the current moment. He seems to have fallen asleep, and you are starting to believe that part of the reason why the dragonfly might have been so upset is because this man seems to be absolutely plastered.
Revik will just roll him off the Kenku then. And just kind of let him flop in the middle of the road.
You ever roll a rock off like the side of a cliff and then you just hear like a loud thunk at the bottom?
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, that's about what you hear when you roll this dwarf off this Kenku. And then the Kenku like sits up very aggressively, just goes, ah, I can breathe, please.
Is the dwarf like face down now?
Yes.
Revik will just turn his head sideways so he doesn't suffocate on the ground, but just leave him on his stomach.
Oh, I'm gonna. That's amazing.
Leave him for the Witchlight hands.
You got a text message from Seneca. Oh, it's my hold on.
And then he'll reach out to help the Kenku stand up. I will. I guess I'm standing here now, so we're like on opposite sides of him. So if he can't like run away.
Okay. Well, I must say that the only thing that I can tell you at the current moment is that it's very important for me to ruin the mood of the current carnival. And I was trying to use the chaos of a rapid dragonfly to do that. Unfortunately, you've kind of messed up my plan.
Why do you need to ruin the mood? Don't we want it to be whimsical and fun?
I believe that the horrid creatures that control the helm of this carnival have caused a great deal of distress and have caused trouble for my dear patron.
Are you a warlock?
She nods her head. It has been quite some time since I have had contact with my patron, but despite that, I have carried on in an attempt to find out more.
Are you still receiving your patron's powers?
To a lesser extent, and only during the times at which I am in the carnival.
Who is your patron?
She is an archfey and a ruler of the Feywild domain of Prismere. She goes by many names, but a name that you may refer to her as would be Zybilna.
Meanwhile, also I'm back, but
meanwhile, Adam's floating around in slow, lazy circles.
I was gonna say, the dragonfly's like flying by. This is like, right, how, what, this thing.
You'll figure it out eventually.
Help me, please.
How long does that ride usually last, Revik?
It depends on how long you want to ride for, but no longer than like 10 minutes.
Is there any way to extend it without the person knowing?
Can I hear that? Oh,
I mean, there's ways to make it more interesting.
I'm listening.
You scare Dragonfly a little bit.
I would like to attempt to land this thing, if possible.
What's the best way to scare these said dragonflies?
Could you go ahead and roll me another animal handling check, sir?
Yeah.
That one.
You could like throw axe at it or something. It's a little rude, but
15.
you could.
Zach, can I attempt to just chuck a rock at the dragonfly as he's trying to land?
I mean, if you... I will leave this up to Zach's discretion. Because honestly, it's kind of funny.
Okay, I guess that sounds like a... go ahead and make athletics check, Forge. Or, well, you do, like, dexterity plus proficiency if you're more accurate with that.
Well, Forge turns to throw a rock at this dragonfly. Can I try and take the Kenku and sneak off a little bit?
12.
Oh, you definitely can. Go ahead and find an area off in the distance. So, a 12.
A 12 doesn't beat my animal handling.
Alright. So, could you go ahead and roll me another animal handling check, Dom?
Oh, man. Aha!
Oh, it's even better. Damn.
All right. So, with disaster quickly approaching, as the dragonflies start to twist off and land on the ground, you notice Forge kind of pulling back to throw a rock at you and tosses it, and you have enough control to pull over the dragonflies. You start to understand like how to balance out the movement. And as you dip to the side, you hear the rock strike something else, and it seems to be that bigger dragonfly that went off the rails before.
Oh, God.
And you see it start to like twist around and move very aggressively and violently, and you don't notice why at first until you see that it seems like one of its eyes is injured.
Oh, no.
And it seems to be reacting quite violently after being hit with a rock. And you see it fly up into the air and start to move towards the carnival, not moving exactly where it should be going at the guided areas. And you see that it's right about to crash into one of the lighting lines that crosses over just above the carnival goers' heads at that current moment. So how would you like to respond before accidents occur?
Let me check.
Keep in mind, you are still riding the dragonfly. You just have to find some way to stop this other dragonfly from crashing headfirst into a line. It wouldn't be more than 60 feet.
Oh, that's perfect.
Interesting.
Why did it
Interesting.
roll that?
Mm-hmm. So this would be a charisma
humanoid.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It says each humanoid, and then proceeds to refer to everything as creatures from then on out, which is weird. It switches to saying creature or target.
All right.
So
this is going to be like a raw ability check. We'll see how this like goes. If you want to do just like a because we have had efforts to attempt to modify the spells before. So if you'd like to try it, go ahead and make an intelligence check and add your proficiency. I don't know. It's supposed to be a save DC.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure this out right now. I mean, I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna let calm motions try to do what it's gotta.
Just make me an intelligence. Make me a spell attack, because that adds your intelligence and your proficiency.
Don't know how to do that. I'll just make a save because it's got the int and proficiency already.
Oh, it would just be that's fine. That'll work.
19.
So, just barely twisting the effects of the spell just enough to contort it to this lesser creature. It is going to make a saving throw against you, and as this frightened state causes it to almost veer into the lighting lines, you see it stop in midair and just completely freeze. As it was like moving max speed, it just stops. And it kind of hovers in the air for a moment. And then you see the treant over by the water start to walk like a little bit further out to right next to where you are, Forge. And you hear him yell something in Sylvan. And the dragonfly starts to fly down off to the side area, away from the other patrons, where a little gnome starts to come out, and there's just this little like dragonfly almost like stop area where it lands, and then you see like 8 little gnomes with round hats on come out, and you just hear a bunch of buzzing and whirring sounds as the dragonfly is healed back to full health.
Did they just Guido this dragonfly?
And then you see the gnomes disappear back. You see where that little hole in the tree is? That's where they came from.
They just fucking pit stopped the dragonfly.
Do we just hear a wee?
Wee! And then he goes back in. And the group of you hears the music of the carnival grow louder as the happiness tracker actually moves up 1 space as you averted a disaster and saved the carnival.
Ignoring the fact that we almost created the disaster.
Don't worry about that part. We're not going to talk about that.
I have a Kenku on my own now.
I am going to drown that fucking robot.
So, cutting back over to you, Revik, as the Kenku looks directly at you, as Kettle Stream looks directly at you, and she goes, I don't know why we bounced away from the bigger one, but I had a feeling that you seemed to be a bit different based on how you were looking. So, what is it?
Do you have any messages for me? For someone named Relic.
Messages?
I'm looking for a Kenku.
Well, I have
someone who is sent
any other Kenku
from a place just like one you described.
I'm a Kenku sent from a place that I described.
Yes.
I don't remember being supposed to meeting any rabbit folk.
You deal with the coven at all?
You see, she kind of tenses up at the first mention of it.
No.
What do you know about the coven?
I know they send people here, and I know that I'm associated with them, and that one of them, not yours specifically, was supposed to send a Kenku to meet me here.
Hmm.
Also, she's gone, so I can stop streaming.
She returns, you fuck.
Oh, fuck!
Bring back up. Get fucked.
Aw, man.
I have information, but I am not willing to give it up to someone who would give that information to the Coven. I am of no ally to them. They are enemies, and you cannot hurt me. Not here. I am not inclined to reveal what I might know to someone who might whisper it into those deathly hags' ears.
You're useless.
What?
Do you have the list or not?
Damn.
You see, Revik was, smiling nicely and stuff like that. Complete drop in persona.
Love it.
I've resided here for a long. I may not be able to physically hurt you, but I'm aware of many ways that can make